autumn of 1945 painted everything gold and orange. On platform 3 of Miryang station, two young men sat on a wooden bench, holding hands under Taehyung's coat. Taehyung, it's just 6 months. I'll study medicine in Shanghai, learn everything, and come back to save our village. 6 months. Jungkook, 6 months is a long time. Taehyung, not for us. We've known each other for 20 years. What 6 months? They had grown up together in the small village of Miryang. They were best friends since childhood, catching fireflies and sharing dreams. Their love grew quietly, like flowers in spring. 2 weeks ago, they married in secret. Just then, a monk and the morning sun. They exchanged simple silver rings and promised forever. Taehyung, the sickness is getting worse. 10 people died last month. If I don't learn how to help them, if I don't bring back medicine. Jungkook, I know, Tae, I know you have to go. You have the biggest heart of anyone I know. That's why I love you. Taehyung smiled softly. Even after all these years, Jungkook's words made his heart race. Taehyung, wait for me here. This bench, every evening at sunset. I'll write you letters, and you write me back. When I return, I'll find you right here, and we'll go home together. Jungkook, every evening at sunset. I promise. The train whistle blew, loud and final. Taehyung stood up, pulling Jungkook with him. They looked at each other, trying to remember everything. Taehyung traced Jungkook's face with his eyes, the mole under his lip, his nose, his soft cheeks. Taehyung, I love you. Jungkook, I love you more. They kissed, quick but full of everything they felt. Then Taehyung picked up his bag and got on the train. Jungkook stood on the platform, watching the train leave. Taehyung's face appeared in the window, his hand pressed against the glass. Jungkook raised his hand too, keeping it there even after the train disappeared. When everyone was gone and the sun had set, Jungkook sat back down on the bench. He would wait. The first year, Jungkook came to the station every evening at sunset. He carried 2 tin cups of barley tea, one for him, one for the empty space beside him. The first letter came 3 weeks later. Taehyung's letter. My dearest Jungkook, Shanghai is so big and loud. I study from morning until night. But every evening when the sun sets, I think of you on our bench. The teachers say I'm learning fast. I think of our village, of the people who are sick, and I study harder. How are you? Are you eating well? Please don't skip meals. I miss your smile. I miss everything. Wait for me. Forever yours, Taehyung. Jungkook read the letter 17 times that night. He slept with it under his pillow and brought it to the station the next evening. He wrote back, Jungkook's letter. My Taehyung, I'm eating well, I promise. Mrs. Park brings me soup. I go to our bench every evening. The station master doesn't ask why anymore. He just brings me a blanket when it's cold. The village misses you, but not as much as I do. The stars look different without you. Everything looks different. Come home soon. Waiting always. Jungkook. The letters went back and forth like a heartbeat. Jungkook lived for those letters. He'd run to the post office, his heart happy when he got one. He'd save it until he was on their bench to read it, like Taehyung's words belonged there. 6 months passed. Taehyung's letter. I need more time. There's so much more to learn. 1 more year. My love. Just 1 more year, and I'll have everything we need to save the village. Jungkook sat on the bench, holding the letter, watching the sunset. Jungkook, whispering to himself, 1 more year. I can wait 1 more year. He poured the second cup of tea onto the ground, like an offering to their promise. In 1950, war came. The Korean War destroyed everything. Borders closed. Mail stopped. The post office in Miryang burned down with Jungkook's last letter inside. Taehyung's letters stopped coming. Jungkook still went to the bench every evening at sunset. Jungkook, to himself, maybe the mail is just slow. Maybe the letters are coming, just taking longer. The war lasted 3 years. Miryang changed hands between North and South Korea 4 times. People ran away. People died. People disappeared. Jungkook stayed. He worked in rice fields during the day. He went to the bench every evening, no matter what. When bombs fell and shook the ground, he sat on the bench and covered his head. He refused to leave. When soldiers asked him what he was doing, he said simply, "Jungkook, I'm waiting for my husband." Most laughed. Some felt sorry for him. A few understood. One young soldier sat beside him one evening. "Soldier, you really think he's coming back?" "Jungkook, I know he is. He promised." "Soldier, promises die in war." "Jungkook, not ours." The soldier left the next morning. Jungkook never saw him again. When the war ended in 1953, Jungkook was 30 years old. The village was destroyed. Half the people he knew were gone, but he was still there, on the bench, every evening at sunset. He tried to send letters to Shanghai. None came back. None were answered. "Mrs. Park, Jungkooka, he's probably dead. You're still young. You should move on. Find someone else." "Jungkook, he's not dead. I would know. I would feel it here." Touching his chest. "He's alive, and he's trying to come home." Mrs. Park sighed, but didn't argue anymore. The decades. The 1960s came. Miryang slowly rebuilt. The station got fixed up with new paint and new benches. Workers tried to remove the old wooden bench on platform 3. "Jungkook, this bench stays, or I'll chain myself to it." The station master stepped in. "Station Master Choi, leave that bench. It's important." So the old bench stayed, worn and weathered, among the shiny new ones. Jungkook turned 40, then 50. His hair started turning grey. His face got wrinkles, but his eyes stayed the same, soft, patient, waiting. Every evening at sunset, he came to the bench with 2 cups of tea. The ritual never changed. People in town started telling his story. Children grew up hearing about the waiting man at the station. It became a legend, a love story everyone knew. Young couples would visit the bench for good luck. Young women, "If we sit here, our love will last forever," like his. Jungkook didn't mind. He'd smile at them gently. "Jungkook, love isn't about never being apart. It's about choosing each other, even when the world tries to separate you." In the 1970s, Jungkook turned 60. His hands were rough from work. His back hurt. His knees ached. But every evening, he still climbed the station steps and sat on the bench. "Jungkook, to the empty seat. You're late, but that's okay. The tea can be reheated." The station master changed 3 times over the years. Each new one learned about Jungkook. New station master. Don't bother him. Don't pity him. Just let him be. In 1985, Jungkook turned 70. His hair was completely white now. His face full of wrinkles from years of sun and wind and waiting. A young reporter came to interview him. "Reporter, do you really believe he's still coming?" "Jungkook, he promised. And Taehyung never breaks his promises. He's trying. I know he's trying. The world just got in the way." Reporter, "Aren't you angry?" "Jungkook, sometimes. I'm angry at the war, at the borders, at fate. But never at him. Never at us. Love isn't something to be angry about." Reporter, "What if he never comes?" Jungkook, smiling sadly, "Then I'll wait until my last breath. And maybe we'll find each other on the other side. But I have to believe that I'll see him again." The article was in newspapers everywhere. People cried reading it. Some thought it was the saddest thing ever. Others thought it was the most beautiful. Jungkook didn't read it. He just kept waiting. In Shanghai, an old man named Taehyung sat in a hospital bed, holding an old photograph of a young man with a beautiful smile. He was 75 years old. He'd spent 50 years trying to get home. The war trapped him in China. Borders closed. They said he was Korean, so he might be a spy. They put him in prison for 10 years, then let him out but wouldn't let him leave China. He tried everything: money, legal papers, escape. Each time he failed, another year passed. He worked as a doctor in Shanghai, saving lives, always saving money to go home. But China's rules made it almost impossible to leave. Every evening at sunset, wherever he was, in prison, in his small apartment, at the hospital, he'd think of Jungkook on their bench. Taehyung, whispering, "Wait for me. Please, wait for me." He wrote hundreds of letters over the years. None were ever sent. He didn't know if Jungkook was alive, if he'd moved on, if he even remembered. But Taehyung held on to hope like a drowning man holds on to wood. In 1995, 50 years after he left, things finally changed. At 75, sick with pneumonia and a weak heart, Taehyung finally got permission to return to South Korea. He could barely walk. His hands shook. He couldn't see well. But he bought a train ticket with his last bit of money and started the journey home. It took weeks. Trains, buses, boats, more trains. Every mile hurt. His body wanted to give up, but his heart pushed forward. Taehyung, to himself, just a little longer. Just hold on a little longer. The reunion. It was 14th November 1995. 50 years and 23 days after Taehyung left. Jungkook sat on the bench as the sun started to set. He was 73 now, thin and weak. His breathing was hard these days. His heart tired. The doctor said he didn't have much time left. But still, he came. He poured 2 cups of tea with shaking hands. The steam rose in the cold air. Jungkook, softly, to the empty space, "You're very late, 50 years late. But that's okay. I'm still here." The platform was quiet. The train from Seoul was coming soon. Jungkook watched the tracks, like he had every evening for 50 years. The train arrived. Brakes hissing, doors opening. A few people got off. Businessmen, students, a mother with children, and then a figure, an old man, thin and bent, holding the rail as he slowly got off the train. He carried one old bag. His face was wrinkled, his hair white, his clothes worn. But Jungkook knew, even after 50 years, even though they were both old and broken, Jungkook knew. Jungkook. Barely a whisper. Taehyung. The old man on the platform froze. His head turned slowly. His eyes, those eyes that had looked at Jungkook with love so long ago, found him on the bench. Taehyung. Breathing out, Jungkook. Neither could move fast. Taehyung shuffled forward, each step hard. Jungkook stood on shaking legs, holding the bench. They met in the middle of the platform. For a long moment, they just stared. Time had taken their youth, their strength, their years together. But it hadn't taken this, the recognition, the love, the certainty that they'd found their way back. Jungkook. Tears streaming. "You're late." The tea got cold. Taehyung. Face crumpling. 50 years of pain pouring out. "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I tried. I tried so hard." Jungkook. "I know. I know you did." They reached for each other when their hands touched. Skin thin like paper, bones fragile. It was like the world became right again. 2 halves of one soul, finally together. They stepped into each other's arms. The hug was careful, gentle, both of them so breakable now. But it was everything. 50 years of waiting, of hoping, of believing, all in this one moment. Jungkook, whispering against Taehyung's shoulder, "I waited for you, every day, every sunset. I never stopped waiting." Taehyung, crying, "I know. I knew you would. It's what kept me alive. Knowing you were here, waiting. I'm sorry it took so long. I'm sorry for all the years we lost." Jungkook, pulling back to look at Taehyung's face, hands cupping his cheeks. "We didn't lose them. I loved you every single day. That's not lost. That's forever." Taehyung, covering Jungkook's hands, "I love you. I never stopped. Not for 1 second of 50 years." Jungkook, "I love you too. I love you so much." They stood there, holding each other, crying and laughing. 2 old men who loved each other across decades. Jungkook, "Come, sit with me. Let me make fresh tea. Tell me everything. We have so much to talk about." They walked slowly to the bench, arms around each other, holding each other up. They sat down together, finally, on the bench where they'd said goodbye a lifetime ago. Jungkook poured fresh tea. His hands shook so much that Taehyung helped him. Their fingers wrapped around the cup together. Taehyung, voice raw, "I tried to come back. The war trapped me. They put me in prison. Said I was a spy. 10 years in a cell." Jungkook, 10 years where I thought I'd never see daylight again. Never see you again." Jungkook, squeezing his hand, "You're here now." Taehyung, "When they let me out, I tried to leave. But China and Korea, the politics, the borders, they wouldn't let me. I tried everything. Every year I tried. Every year I failed." Voice breaking, "I thought I'd die there. I thought I'd broken my promise to you." Jungkook, firmly, "You didn't break it. You are here. You came back. That's all that matters. Taehyung, I worked as a doctor, saved lives, kept hoping that would bring me back to you. I thought of you every single day, every sunset. I'd face east and imagine you on this bench. Jungkook. Softly, I was here, every sunset. For 50 years, this bench, our promise, and tea for two. Taehyung, tears falling harder. You waited. You really waited. Jungkook. Of course I did. You're my husband, my home, my everything. Where else would I be? They talked as the sun went down, painting the sky orange and purple. They talked about the village, about the war, about the lives they lived apart, but always together in their hearts. Jungkook, I never married anyone else, never even looked at anyone else. You were it for me. Taehyung, same. There was only ever you. The station master watched from his office window with tears in his eyes. He'd grown up hearing about the waiting man. To see this was like seeing a miracle. As the sun touched the horizon, Jungkook moved closer to Taehyung, resting his head on his shoulder. Jungkook, whispering, I'm tired, so tired. I've been holding on for so long, just to see you one more time. Taehyung, arm tightening around him, I know, my love. I know. Jungkook, can we just stay like this? Just for a little while? Just us, together, like it should have been all along? Taehyung, forever. I'm never leaving you again. Jungkook, truly smiling for the first time in 50 years. Good, because I don't think I can let you go now. They sat quietly, watching the sunset together. The sky blazed with color, red, gold, purple, like the world was celebrating their reunion. Jungkook, murmuring, it's beautiful. Taehyung, kissing the top of Jungkook's head. You're beautiful. Jungkook, laughing softly. We're old and wrinkled. Taehyung, and I've never seen anything more beautiful in my life. Jungkook's hand found Taehyung's, their fingers linking. The simple silver rings from 50 years ago still sat on their fingers, old but there. Jungkook, whispering, we made it. Against everything, we made it back to each other. Taehyung, we did. The sun sunk lower. The platform grew dark. The world seemed to fade, leaving just them, together at last. Jungkook, voice getting softer. Taehyung, I'm here, love. Jungkook, I'm so happy. I'm so happy you came home. Taehyung, though his own breathing was getting hard, his weak heart failing, me too. Jungkook's grip on Taehyung's hand tightened, then relaxed. Jungkook, don't leave me again. Taehyung, never. Where you go, I go. Jungkook, even if it's far. Taehyung, especially then. Jungkook took a deep breath. Jungkook, I love you, Kim Taehyung. Taehyung, I love you, Kim Jungkook. The last bit of sun disappeared. In the soft twilight, Jungkook's breathing slowed, then stopped. His body went still, peaceful, a small smile on his lips. He'd waited 50 years. He'd held his love one more time. His heart, which kept beating on hope and love, finally let itself rest. Taehyung felt the moment Jungkook left. Something changed in the universe, like a star going out. Taehyung, whispering, no, not yet. I just got you back. But even as he spoke, he felt his own heart stopping. The journey had used up everything. He'd pushed his sick body across the world for this moment. And now, holding Jungkook's still body, he understood. He'd come home not to live, but to die together. Taehyung, whispering, pressing his forehead to Jungkook's. Okay, my love. I understand. We finished together, just like we started. Taehyung closed his eyes. Images flashed. Jungkook at 7, laughing. Jungkook at 15, beautiful. Jungkook at 22, saying I do with happy tears. Jungkook at 73, waiting on a bench because he promised. Taehyung, whispering, thank you for waiting, thank you for loving me, thank you for being my home. His heart beat once, twice, 3 times, weaker each time. He thought of the bench, their promise, the 50 years that couldn't break them. He thought of forever. His heart beat one last time, then stopped. Taehyung slumped against Jungkook, their bodies holding each other, their hands still clasped, two old men who loved each other across impossible distance and finally came home. The station master found them the next morning. They sat on the bench, peaceful and still, holding each other in the soft morning light. The 2 cups of tea sat beside them, long cold. The news spread through Miryang, then across the country. The waiting man and his husband, reunited after 50 years, died together on their bench. People came from everywhere to pay respects. The bench was covered in flowers, letters, and tokens of love. Couples left rings, old people left notes, children left drawings. Jungkook and Taehyung were buried together in the village cemetery, under a cherry tree. Their headstone said, Kim Jungkook and Kim Taehyung, 1923 to 1995 and 1922 to 1995. Together in life, separated by fate, reunited in death. A love that waited 50 years. The bench on platform 3 was never removed. The city made it a landmark. A brass sign was put up, the bench of eternal love. Here, Jungkook waited 50 years for his husband Taehyung to return. In 1995, they reunited on this bench and passed away together. May their love remind us that true devotion lasts beyond time and distance. Years later, the bench still stands. It became a place lovers visit from around the world. People sit on it, hold hands, make promises, and on quiet evenings when the sun sets and the platform is empty, workers say they can see 2 young men sitting on the bench, holding hands, finally together, finally at peace. Some say if you listen carefully, you can hear one voice saying, "You're late," and another replying, "I know, but I'm here now," and the tea is always warm.